In the small Ohio village of Somerset, with a population of no more than 2,000, bonds here remain tight in life and in death.
This is where Lesley and the baby are.
Sharon and Bill Saxton come to the Wesley Chapel Methodist Church Cemetery at least once a week.
Her smile, everyone knew her for her smile.
They visit their daughter Lesley, killed at 30 years old in a car crash, and her unborn son.
I know it's been 17 years, but you know, it's still so hard.
And for the last 2 years, it's gotten even harder.
There is no way she's in peace right now. I know she loved me, but I want to tell you, she was Daddy's girl.
Their plan to lay on either side of their daughter to embrace her in the afterlife when they die has been blocked.
This blows your mind.
A new headstone was placed next to Lesley's grave with the name of an adjacent family back in 2022.
So you're saying a stranger is buried next to your daughter?
Yeah.
And despite meetings with church representatives and the pastor,
it's like we let her down, you know?
the Saxtons say no one has provided answers or solutions for this burial space.
Now our own kids even shy away.
Last year, the Saxtons filed this complaint with the state. They claimed their daughter was buried in the wrong plot.
According to the state, cemeteries in Ohio need to keep records as to who owns these plots and who is buried where. But the only record that has emerged from this case is a hand-drawn map, and clearly the state says it has a lot more questions.
The next case on your agenda.
The Ohio Department of Commerce Cemetery Dispute Resolution Commission called Saxton's case in June for the 4th time.
We go to the meetings, no one else ever shows up.
External auditors have taken pictures of the Perry County plots, but have questions about which grave numbers the burials are in. No one from the cemetery has attended these state hearings to provide those answers.
I don't know why they can't just come and move it.
And for the first time in commission history, commissioners are asking the Ohio Attorney General to enforce subpoenas in a case.
We wanted to ask why no one from the cemetery or the church has shown up.
The pastor for Wesley Chapel called me back to say he has resigned and does not oversee the cemetery. As for the person who drew this map,
so you're saying you, in fact, were issued a subpoena?
Her name is Evelyn Shute. She's a volunteer of the church, is 94 years old, and tells me she cannot drive.
Well, Evelyn, let me ask you, you said you're not the trustee. Who oversees, who keeps the records for the cemetery? Who knows who is buried where?
She told me there's little to no records for the cemetery, and she's the one who gave permission for the newest headstone to be placed. She said she knew that plot was empty and questioned the ownership of the assigned Saxton space. After this 45-minute call, Evelyn has not reconnected with me for an on-camera interview.
Not to have her dad next to her, you know, even in death, I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen to her.
As Bill and Sharon get closer to their own mortality.
Are you feeling guilt over this?
I guess, because I can't do nothing to make it right.
They tell me they refuse to allow their most heartfelt bond with Lesley to break.
I can't bend it.
Even if it means moving her to a new plot elsewhere.
If I make a mistake, I admit to it and I try to correct it. So, you know, correct it.